Oh God.
Oh
All
man.
right, Nate, take her away, toys.
Welcome to Movie the Podcast. That's right, Movie the Podcast. We're singing songs to figure out how long we have to rob the joint and be in a
You know,
cartoon.
from what I remember too, because I feel like I saw this movie in the 90s. I thought that the singing timing thing was like a thing that went throughout the movie. They really only do it like a couple of times. It's
I
not
mean,
that
Bruce Willis keeps saying, like, if somebody mentions a song, he'll say how long the song is, but that's it.
right.
Like,
They
there's
only
that runner, but yeah, the bits are
yeah.
kind of inconsistent in this.
Yeah, we watched Hudson Hawk, a movie that's like equal part, it's like a dirty Looney Tunes because like it's as slapstick as like a Looney Tunes, but they're constantly saying like fuck all the time. It's very weird.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
wild. Like,
it's
Yeah,
extremely weird.
it's super fucking it's a strange film. Also, this movie was co-produced by Robert Kraft and the music was done by Robert Kraft and I'm like, wait. Not that Robert
Yeah,
Kraft, right? I
hopefully
did
not the
some
Patriots
Googling. No,
owner. Jesus.
it's not that Robert Kraft. But for a second I was like, did Robert Kraft produce movies? Like,
yeah,
but
right
yeah.
before he went to Miami to get a massage.
Yeah. But yeah, we watched Hudson Hawk. We're down Sean and Gogs. They were late scratches. They were what do you call it? What is it? Healthy scratches. There you go. That's the
Yeah,
phrase I was
yeah.
looking for.
This is, too many back-to-backs. You got to rest him now and again.
Yeah, right. We Gogs got too many minutes in. You have to put him. But yeah, we watched Hudson Hawk, and I think we got a lot to talk about. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say this just on Front Street. When Frank Stallone isn't the worst part of your movie, that's something.
When he's almost maybe one of the grounding parts of the movie.
Well, it's funny because when his name popped up in the credits, I was like, "Oh my God, Frank Stallone is in this fucking movie." Also, how much do you want to bet that Bruce Willis was trying to get Sly, and Sly was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be in this fucking movie," because
Oh, totally.
I think Willis and Sylvester Stallone are buddies. I
They
think
have a
that's why.
restaurant together, don't they?
Oh, that's right. Oh, were they? They weren't playing Hollywood, were they? Was that them?
Stallone was.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
Stallone.
thought
it would have
Willis
been,
was
it should
I
have been
think
both of
Willis
them.
I
was
thought
Yeah.
it
too.
was
Yeah.
Willis. You know,
I think you're
Because
Arnold.
Bruce Willis
I
would
think
go
it was,
do Bruno
yeah.
stuff when Planet Hollywood's opened, right? Like he'd go up and sing and stuff.
But
dude.
Arnold and Stallone didn't like each other, so maybe it wasn't Stallone.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, but I think Willis and Stallone were friends because that's why Willis is in the Expendables movies, or at least he was in the first couple, I
No,
think.
you were right. It was Willis, Stallone, and Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
I guess it was post after because Schwarzenegger and Stallone had like a pseudo rift for a while because
yeah,
they were both trying to be the big action star.
You could also see it being a situation where, like, Stallone heard that Arnold Schwarzenegger was opening a restaurant with Bruce Willis and was like, I'm in. I have to
yeah,
be in. You will not beat me at this.
yeah. Well, I also it's always funny too because is Arnold tall? Is Arnold like a? I know he's huge, obviously, but is he what? How tall is Arnold?
I feel like
Because
I don't
like
think he's particularly tall.
he's like 5'10" or
I'm looking
something, maybe. I'm not sure.
because Stallone is like comically short, isn't he? He's like, hold on, I'm looking it
I
up
Yeah, I
don't.
now.
think Stallone's like 5'7" or 8. It's like, no, he's like normal actor height.
Yeah. Let's see here. Man, I wish you guys could see how comically I spelled his name. Let's see. Height. Yeah, he's listed as 6'2". So he's fairly tall.
Stallone?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
Schwarzenegger 6'2". Okay.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's
a
pretty
little more
tall.
believable.
He's pretty tall. And it's movies, so he probably is 6 foot. You know what I mean?
Right.
They always
Yeah, yeah. They're
it's like
they're listing
wrestling. They
him like
all
Charles Barkley in the 90s. It's like, yeah, sure. He's
will
easily
say
4 inches shorter than that.
that one of the most brilliant pieces of casting in movie history, I think, is that in Rocky 3, I think it is, when Hogan shows up, Hulk Hogan shows up as Thunder Lips. I think that's 3.
Yeah,
It's either 3. Yeah. That like because Hulk Hogan is like 6'6", he made Stallone look like a child. And like up until that point in that movie, Stallone looks so huge. And then he puts out then this guy, you're like, holy fuck. Like it's like I remember as a kid, I was like, that is that a special effect? Like he looks so much bigger. It's wild.
Forced perspective camera tricks.
For real. Anyway, what did y'all watch this week? Look,
I'm sorry. Was that Alec that
no,
broke up?
sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that was Alec.
Okay.
It's clipping. It's clipping out.
Well, we're on episode 493.
Ooh, shit.
Holy shit. That's
Seven more to
crazy.
500.
That's
Dang.
wild.
Are we gonna do something fun for like something special for
should.
500?
Well,
We each list our 500 favorite movies.
Yeah.
just read them like just a list, no commentary.
No commentary, just listing.
That'll be 3.5 hours just doing that.
You
Fucking
have to speed
filibuster
list it.
level.
Like, you have to go as fast as you can.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
We'll tell our audience you have to
Lord of the
listen
Rings,
to it.
Lord of the Rings 2, Lord of the Rings 3, Jaws,
You have
Jaws
to-
2.
We'll say it as fast as possible, and we'll encourage the audience to listen to it at 1.5 speed.
There you go. Or if they really like us at 0.75 speed,
Oh God.
you know, just draw it out. Let it breathe.
Yeah.
So I watched 5 things.
Hell yeah.
3 of them are stupid creature features.
Hell
One called Swamp Shark, where a shark gets dumped into a swamp. A shark that was like illegally poached. In a movie starring Christy Swanson,
Okay.
Hell yeah.
B. Sweetie, and Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs is in a
Wade
movie?
Boggs.
He
Wow.
plays like he has like 2 lines. He plays like a police chief.
That's great.
This is the-
Does he argue about
was-
prime ministers at all?
He just sits there drinking
Hit the
73
elder.
beers behind everybody. And then a movie called Frankenfish, which was based off of the snakehead scare in the early aughts. If anybody
I remember
remembers
that.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That happened right here in Maryland.
It did.
People dumping snakeheads into the reservoirs.
And then people were eating them.
People are eating them now because they're encouraging like recipes to get people to kill them.
Oh, right.
Who was in that? I don't think anybody famous was in that. That one was pretty bad. Not that Swamp Shark was not bad.
Right.
Sure,
The
but
Swamp Shark was
new
enjoyable
level.
bad because it had a bunch of old actors trying. I mean, the movie's like 20 years old. It's from like 2004. So it had a bunch of old actors trying. This movie's just not fun.
So like Swamp Shark was like right in the prime of like Red Box rentals. It was probably in there, at some point.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that.
Yeah, remember Red Box? That seems like it happened
Remember
1,000
Blockbuster
years
Box?
ago. Yeah, yeah, it didn't work out for them.
Yeah,
No,
They were so
pivoted too
late.
late.
they were trying to do
Yeah.
their Netflix thing too, but then they
Yeah,
were
that's
like,
right.
Netflix won't work.
Yeah,
They put a
yeah.
bunch of money into it too late, and it blew them up. That was it.
Yeah, that is a
Bunch of
funny
jabronis.
story.
And then I watched a fun creature feature that Nate talked about a few weeks ago, Lake Placid.
Nice.
Ooh, that is a fun
Yeah.
one.
It's fun.
That
and
is
that
really
movie's
fun.
an hour and 22 minutes long.
Perfect.
So, fuck yeah.
Perfect length.
But it's like the perfect stupid like animal hunting people movie. It's got just the right amount of like gore and tension, but also everybody's really dumb.
Yeah.
And they really remember, like when the alligator eats the bear, and the bear's like, "What the fuck?" Oh, it's so good.
I just like how many times Bridget Fonda gets hit by heads in the movie
Yes.
too,
They've made like 3 direct-to-video sequels to that.
which is wild.
There's at least Lake Placid 2, Lake Placid 3, and Lake Placid: The Final Chapter.
That's wild.
There might be more. I don't
That
know.
is crazy. I didn't know they made all this sequel.
And then 2 real movies. Neither
Ooh,
one of which was
Real
very-
movies.
was very good. One is called Cha Cha Real Smooth.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah,
It's fine.
What's it about? It's about that dance at the wedding.
It's
Isn't
like a
that
guy
the-
that hosts bar mitzvahs, right?
Yeah,
Oh, hence the title.
like the guy is really annoying. Like he is a whiny baby the whole time. But he like wrote it, directed it, starred in it.
One of those.
So
one
he
of those
cast
projects.
himself, but it,
Yeah.
like he's just so whiny. And then the female lead is Dakota Johnson, who's just like a charisma black hole.
But she's got fake tattoos all over her in the movie, right? As I
Yes.
recall, because she's like the hot, edgy single mom that's at the bar mitzvah, and he
And she has an
tries to riz her up.
autistic daughter.
Yeah, that's
Who
right.
he becomes friends with and starts babysitting. Like, it's just not funny.
Well,
And it's
I
supposed to
think
be a
that was my problem
comedy.
with it, is it's not funny because it's just like so sincere in this way that it's like, oh, yeah, you can't just be a guy that does bar mitzvahs your whole life. You have to grow up eventually. And that's kind of the vibe. It's
So,
just
so
like,
it's
Yeah,
okay.
like
but
it's
also
like
he
an
never
un.
does because it shows as is it the like I guess not flashback, but the preamble where he's doing the same stupid shit as a kid and he's doing the same stupid shit in his early 20s. It's like, oh, he just doesn't learn anything. He just keeps
Yeah.
being an idiot and falling for women that he can't have, like a dipshit.
It's like a unfunny version of The Wedding Singer. It sounds like kind of the point of that movie too is
Uh,
like you have to grow up and do something else.
I guess, yeah,
Yeah, it's
kind
got,
of.
I think
Also,
there's commonalities for sure.
The Wedding Singer
semi.
slaps for a long time. I would
Yeah, it's
name
a
that
fun
as probably
movie.
my favorite Adam Sandler movie. I love that movie.
It's a fun movie. Also that movie was like early to the 80s nostalgia wave because like that movie was kind of like on that tip long before anybody was really now everybody loves 80s nostalgia, but that was way early
Yeah,
on that.
That was when we were
or
making fun of it.
he's wearing a what is it? What band shirt is he wearing? It's his girlfriend wearing. He's like, take off the shirt before you break them up.
Yeah,
But I forget who it was, and it was
can't
somebody.
remember
Maybe it was
either.
Van Halen.
I don't this reminded you talking about a person DJing bar mitzvahs or weddings. I used to work with this plumber, right? He was a nice guy, but he used to do that like on the weekends. He would be like a wedding DJ. And I remember like he used to always show me like I went to his house one time. He lived out in Carroll County and he had like this whole DJ setup and he had like I don't know, like an infinite amount of CDs, right? And I think about that now because it's just like all that is just trash. Like no, like not a fucking single one. Like all of those CDs can fit in like a thumb drive nowadays, and it's just like you invested all that money and just it just is gone. It's just there's no point in having any of that shit
I
anymore.
mean, at least it wasn't taped.
Yeah, true. Well,
Yeah.
tapes are coming back. These kids nowadays, these Zoomers, they love their tapes. It's silly. But yeah.
It's like that joke from shoot, the Andy Samberg Lonely Island movie, Pop Star.
Pop Star.
How could I forget the
Mhm.
name
How
of that?
did you forget that?
Where
God.
oh, and he's like, he has all the decks and like all the fancy laptop and stuff, and he's like, oh, so you run the whole show from here? It's like, yeah, really, all I do is plug in my iPod.
Right, yeah.
It's like it holds the whole show like 10 times over. Plus, it has all the Harry Potter audiobooks on it. The last movie I watched, which was marginally better than Cha Cha Real Smooth, but I still didn't love it,
Hmm.
was a Dumb Money,
What is that?
the
I haven't
movie
heard of that.
about the GameStop stock
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I remember that
sure.
came out.
stuff.
That came out like 2 years ago, right? I think, or maybe
Yeah,
last year.
it was fine.
Yeah,
It wasn't as like funny as I thought it was gonna be. Like the way it was marketed made it seem like kind of like an edgy comedy
yeah.
about all this shit. Um,
Is it like another Fast Food Nation where like it was marketed as a comedy and it's like this
that I mean,
serious drama?
it's not to that degree. Like that movie's the like pinnacle of that.
That
It's
movie,
not that bad. I remember
that
us in the
movie.
theater like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are we
I thought
watching?
this is a comedy, and then fucking what's his name, Wilder Valderrama's arm gets like chewed up in a meat grinder. It's like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
so his wife has to go take his job, and she gets sexually assaulted by her boss.
Yeah, it's not funny at all.
No,
Like, what the hell?
no, not funny. Um, like the performances are fine. Like Paul Dano is the lead, and like he's fine. Seth Rogen's in it. Vincent D'Onofrio's in it.
Good cast.
Nick Offerman,
Yeah.
Shailene Woodley.
It's a shame because the actual story was kind of funny and ridiculous. Like the whole like
It is, but like
Walt.
it's the movie's fine. It's just it doesn't know what it wants to be, and it doesn't give you like any kind of sense of like timelines of what's happening.
Hmm.
Because like that shit took place over the course of like weeks and months.
Oh yeah.
But like in the movie, you have no clue. Has it been a day? Has it been a week? Has it been like a month? Like they're just talking about, oh, I made this much. Oh, I lost this much. Oh, I made this much. But they're not telling you like putting like timestamps of like what the date is or anything. So like I don't know if that's a lot or a little based
Right.
on what I know about the
Right. Because if
situation.
it's been like 6 weeks, it's like, oh, cool, you made $200. Great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and like it was fine. It wasn't what I had really hoped it would be.
Yeah.
it sounds like they're trying to like do The Big Short and
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly
it's
what it
like
sounds like.
it really kind of was like The Big Short, but not as good. Or The Big Short's not funny either, but it has funny parts.
Yeah, Big
And
Short was good.
like,
and The Big Short was
yeah,
like a more, I don't know, that's a more seismic like societal event because that was bad
Yeah,
for everybody, and the GameStop thing was kind of like, yeah, fuck the people who were who were
yeah,
shorting
yeah,
GameStop.
fuck
Like,
these
fuck
rich
them.
yeah,
Who
people.
cares?
yeah.
Um, that's all I watched. We started Fallout
Oh
season
yeah.
two. I don't like it as nearly as
Really?
much as season one.
Wow, that's the
Maybe I
first
just
negative
haven't
thing I've
quite
heard
got
about it.
hooked into it yet, but like season one felt like a lot of fun and like kind of bouncing around a lot.
Yeah.
Season two, it's like, I don't know, everybody's so dour.
Oh, that's a
Like
shame.
in season one, like part of the charm was like Lucy and Maximus were both like kind of
So,
optimistic
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
like little
like
kids.
you're not really getting either one of that from either one of them in this one.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like it's, I don't know. Like I'll finish it at some point. I
It's
will say
not.
the guy who turns into the ghoul finally showed up, and I love him. I forget his name.
Oh, the
He's a
guy
kid.
that.
The kid who he was in Superstore. He's been in a bunch of stuff. I can't remember his real name. But the guy
Oh.
got shot with the arrow in season one through the
Yeah,
neck, and
yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
"I think
Hmm.
you're ghoul."
yeah, yeah.
He shows up, and he's a lot of fun. He's running
That
like a
guy's fun.
soda making business with a bunch of ghoul kids, like child labor as his like staff.
I mean, that's funny.
Nice. That is
That
funny.
was pretty. That was fun.
That's very Fallout too. That's perfect.
Um,
It's
that's
not
it.
done yet, right? They're doing it like week to week.
Yeah, it's week to week, so like
Yeah,
only a few episodes are out. We watched a few of them last week, and just kind of like meh.
I got to get
I
around
did.
to watching.
I saw the trailer for the final season of The Boys, and I am so psyched for that.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
so pumped,
yeah. That's gonna
especially
be
since I
good.
know it's the final season, and they're gonna have to like wrap shit up somehow.
Yeah,
Um, I'm really pumped for that.
yeah.
I hope the
Same.
Gen V people show up in it too, but we'll see. They didn't
Yeah.
show up in the trailer at all.
Cool.
Nate,
I watched Seven Things.
Oh my God!
nice.
Holy
A
A
couple of
shit!
movie,
these, a couple of
a
these were
movie a
things I
day.
watched before we did the Molies. But
Oh, one of these
um,
is tabled. I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
one of these is tabled for sure. First thing I watched was Wake Up Dead Man, which is the
Oh,
newest
the
Knives Out,
Oh,
and
what'd you think? Because I liked it.
I think it might be the best one. It's not the best mystery, but I think it's the best written of them. Like, it's such a cool allegory about, uh, kind of this like it's just authoritarian power, right? Like it's doing a Trump thing very, very clearly, but not overtly. And it's just like really well acted. I feel like it has a great message about how it takes a lot of courage to be a kind person when everybody around you just wants to use force instead, and what miracles can really mean versus what they are. So I really like that because that also kind of connects to Bone Temple stuff, which is interesting.
yeah,
So I think there's a little bit of that in the culture right now. But I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Way better than Glass Onion, like infinitely better than that. And
Okay.
maybe better than the first one. I don't know. I haven't seen the first one in a while, but this dragged the mystery out longer, but I still kind of figured out who it had to be pretty early on. But I think that's also what he's doing on purpose. Like I think that's the Ryan Johnson subversion of the mystery thing.
he's
Yeah.
subverting your expectations.
Yeah,
He
he's
loves
like
doing that.
you'll figure out who probably did this, but it's more of a question of how it all came together, and I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, I thought it was great. I also rewatched Roadhouse, which is just always
Hell yeah.
fun. It's
The remake or the
Which
original?
one? Yeah.
the original, yeah, the Patrick Swayze one, the
Have
one
you
that is
watched the
effectively a
remake?
dance film. I
Because
haven't watched the remake
we
yet.
all love the remake. Everybody hated it except for us. I think we're the only podcast that like that show or
Well, I
Yeah,
that
think we
movie.
understood how stupid it was and how
Yeah,
they like fully leaned into it.
yeah, it
Where
was
most
so
people were
dumb.
expecting it to be like a shot for shot from the first Roadhouse, but it kind of is, and that it also leans into its stupidity.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And Conor McGregor is so bad that you can't stop
Hey
watching him.
guys, here I
Hey,
am,
you walking around like this the whole time. Like
riding my
fucking
boat into the bar, and then I just
every time.
leave it and steal a car,
Yeah,
do whatever
remember
I want.
every time you saw Conor McGregor, he like crashed the vehicle and he was like walking into a scene. He lived in like Grand Theft Auto rules. Like he was amazing. Yeah, Nate, I recommend you watch it. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
I'll
fun.
check it out. I've
Maybe
been
pop an
kind of
edible
meaning
before you
to.
watch it. It's stupid as shit. Don't
Well,
expect anything but like the dumbest movie possible, but it's
no,
a
I think
blast.
like I heard you guys talk about it when you did watch it, and then it's kind of a thing where like I don't know, it's we can't take a movie like that seriously. Like if you go
Yeah.
into it taking it seriously, you're misplaying your hand immediately.
I
Like
mean,
what
it's
you
like
should do is
taking
go in
the
assuming it's going to be stupid, and then
well,
if you're
it's like
surprised by how serious it is, then that's an
yeah.
interesting thing.
It's like Alex just said, the original is stupid. Like
It's
the
super
original is
stupid.
not like Cider House Rules. Like it's a goofy ass movie. Like
Like
Spider-House rules.
it's Dirty
yeah.
Dancing with him ripping throats out and like
Yeah.
standing fucking, and that's it. Like that's the
And
difference in the movie.
Terry Funk is in it. The Funkster.
They're making a sequel, which is
No
gonna
way.
have Batista.
Hell,
Hell
as
yeah.
is Jake Gyllenhaal still in it?
Yep.
Wow, that's surprising because
That's
most
fun.
people like fucking hated that movie, and I didn't understand the hatred for it.
I don't know. So the guy who directed it,
That
I guess
was
he's Russian, but he
oh
dir-
the I think didn't the original director? I thought that was Paul Greengrass or I think the Born one of the Bourne guys maybe. I don't know.
or no,
Forget.
he this guy who's directed the second one. I'm sorry, he did not
Oh,
direct,
right.
but he directed the guy who directed the new one, directed Hardcore Henry.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
another
No,
stupid movie.
Nobody. I didn't watch that. Don't Bob
Nobody was
Odenkirk.
okay. It was all right.
Heads of State, which I loved Heads of State. That was fucking awesome.
That was the
So
Kevin Hart rock movie. Is that the one?
no,
No.
that was Idris Elba, John Cena.
Well,
Oh, that's it came
hmm
out last year. Yeah, I remember you
Yeah,
talking about that. Yeah.
head of state is Chris Rock when he becomes like the president or something.
That's yes. I have a fun story about Head of State. I went and saw Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in the theater, and the people next to me thought they were watching Head of State and got upset when people started speaking Chinese and said, "This isn't Head of State," and left the theater.
what tipped you off? Like,
Don't know.
there's nothing about the beginning, the opening scene of Crouching Tiger where you need to wait for somebody to speak to recognize you're not in head of
I think
state.
their exact words were, "This movie's fucking subtitled," and then walked out. But oh my God. I was like, yeah, this isn't Head of State. Okay. Ugh.
Uh, I also watched Final Destination Bloodlines, which I talked about on the Molies briefly, but that
Hell
movie
yeah.
is really fun and I recommend it to anybody.
I really need to watch it.
It's
You
just
guys have
everything
hyped
is
it up to me. Now I gotta
the
see it.
funniest, goriest silliness available. So a lot of fun. I watched Die Hard 2,
Hell yeah.
which, it's the worst
Die,
Die Hard. Maybe, well,
Die
no, it's not the
Harder.
worst Die Hard.
Well,
It's
no, it's not the
the
worst because you
it's
have all those other
the
ones.
it's the Return of the Jedi of the Die Hards,
I
right?
agree with that.
Where
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, this is still fun. Like you got what's his face? William Sadler as the bad guy, who is then like he plays Death in Bill and Ted
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
the next year, which is just kind of a fun thing because he dies hard in the movie and then he becomes Death.
Then it becomes Ted.
But
And
yeah,
then
it's
Bill and Ted making a reference to the Seventh Seal, turning me into a film bro long before I
yeah.
knew who fucking Igmar Bergman was.
Right, where it's like, yeah, playing chess with death. You're like, oh, are you familiar with the history of Scandinavian film?
Dude,
Yeah,
that's such a funny reference to put in a like children's movie. Like I literally didn't understand that reference until I was in like my 20s. I was like, "Oh, that
oh
was
yeah,
the joke." Yeah.
totally. I mean, yeah. I think the problem with Die Hard 2 is that it's sort of not it's too mean. Like the reason
Yeah.
the original Die Hard is fun is because the only people who really get got in that movie are kind of shitty anyway, right?
Yeah.
It's like the smarmy coworker guy. I mean, I guess when the head of the Nakatomi business or whatever gets killed, like that's sad, but generally they're not
Right.
killing a lot of people at random. And this is like, we're gonna kill the Chief O'Brien and an entire plane of people just to do it. And it's like, well,
Right.
that you guys, there's nothing redeeming. You're not charming. You just suck. So anyway,
The
but
third Die Hard is awesome though. Die Hard
yeah,
with a Vengeance is
with the
fucking
Vengeance
awesome.
is the first one that I saw, and I saw it in the theater, and it was one of those like, oh, I don't think I'm supposed to be in this movie
Yeah,
because of the
yeah,
age I am, but
yeah.
that movie rules. That will be the next one I rewatch because
the fourth
I
one
like it.
is not awful.
Yeah, I remember the fourth one being
Live
fun.
Free
The
or
fourth,
Die Harder or whatever it's
Is
yeah.
called.
that the Justin Long one?
Yeah,
No. Oh yeah, yeah. And it's Timothy Elephant is the bad guy.
yeah.
That movie though has it only triggers us because we live in this area, but like it has hilarious geography if you live in the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area because like
Yeah,
they like go from like Baltimore or they go from D.C. to like Quantico in like 10 minutes and it's like what the huh?
yeah,
Like
and then
that's
they go to Social Security, Woodlawn, Social
yeah, yeah.
Security. They're like there like a half an hour. Like you couldn't make that flight or that drive from DC to Baltimore in an hour in perfect traffic. Like,
Also, again, you'd only know this if you're a local to Baltimore, but there's scenes in that movie that are supposed to be DC that are clearly like Monument Street in Baltimore. And like Baltimore and DC could not look any different. And like, I don't know. Again, if you're watching this anywhere else in the country, it doesn't, you're never going to notice and it's not going to bother you. But if you live here, you're like, wait a minute.
I just remember that movie also looking kind of flat compared to the
Yeah,
others. Like
I
it's
agree with
just
that.
like an uglier movie, but I
But it
think
has
I do
that,
remember it being kind of fun.
it has that early 2000s. I mean, we're still living in that flattened out color palette that
Yeah.
everybody used back
Because it's
then.
like, oh, this is a serious computer hacker
Hmm.
movie, so everything has to be a lot of screens and a lot of flat, yeah, digitally feeling stuff.
and they call Kevin Smith a Jedi wizard in that movie.
Oh yeah.
You know he punched that up. You know that was his
Yeah,
own meme. Yeah.
he's like that'll be funny.
Yeah.
Uh, I also watched Hitman with
Ooh.
Glenn Powell, the Richard Linklater movie. That was
Oh,
pretty
that
good.
one. I thought you
Yeah.
meant the Timothy Oliphant or
No,
they
no,
made
not
another
yeah,
Hitman movie
not
too.
Hitman, but Hitman.
Yeah,
Um,
I watched that movie a while ago. It was fine.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's
It was
like it's a
inoffensive.
movie that proves again that like Glenn Powell has chops to do interesting stuff, but because this is a Linklater movie, it does the weird thing where it's like propulsive and then they have to stop and have a philosophical conversation for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I like that in a philosophical conversation movie. Like it
Yeah.
works in Scanner Darkly, it works in Waking Life, it works in a lot of his stuff, but in a movie where it's kind of like, well, this guy's doing this kind of secret life thing. It
Yeah.
feels shoehorned, I guess, is the main
Yeah,
thing.
it's a lesser Linklater. Actually, it's funny. We talked about Fast Food Nation, which is another lesser Linklater movie, in my opinion. He like his highs are real high, but his lows not I don't know. He's very like he's got a lot of movies that kind of just meander to me. They're just kind of there.
He just, I mean, the thing is he's so prolific that I think that's the thing. It's
Yeah,
wild
true.
that because I don't remember if I mentioned watching like Nouvelle Vague. I think I did. I think I
Yeah, you
talked
did.
about that.
Yeah,
But that's
that
the
was
thing.
the
Like, I think he just bangs out 3-star movies, like
yeah,
three out of five movies, like because he just gets contract with Netflix or whatever. And it's like, okay,
yeah,
deliver a movie a year, and everybody wants to work with him, and they're all
yeah,
fine, you know.
yeah.
And the last thing I watched, other than the tabled film, was 2011's Drive Angry. Mostly, I watched that.
Oh,
I watched that
yeah.
entirely because it came up on the Roku channel after I was watching something else. I
That's
think
the
actually
Nick
Hudson Hawk
Cage
was what I was watching.
vehicle, I
Yeah, yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
A weird Nick Cage movie that is way more fun than it has any right to be. It's got William Fichtner in it.
Just
Nicolas
remember
Cage
there's
is
some like
back from hell to try to
yeah.
save his baby or his daughter or granddaughter from satanic sacrifice.
I watched that at Goggs's old house years ago. I just remember there's some like hellacious like CGI effects in that movie.
Yeah, it's all
Like that's all I
terrible.
yeah, yeah.
It was originally a 3D film, so all of those
That's
effects
it.
have that
That's
like
it.
it's
Yeah.
coming at you.
Yeah, because I
But
think the original title when it came into theaters was Drive Angry 3D, if I
yeah,
remember correctly. Yeah.
yeah, and it has the notorious scene where he one is having sex with a waitress, and she's like, "Why won't you get undressed?" And he's like, "Well, I never disrobe before a gunfight." And then he shoots people while picking her up and I guess fucking her while he's like
I
swinging her
mean,
around the room.
whom amongst us, come on.
Yeah. And then there's like a God killer gun in it, which is kind of fun. Like there's a lot of stuff that's interesting in it. It's just and everybody kind of keeps a straight face in it too. So I don't know. I don't think it's a good movie, but it was fun.
Nice.
TJ,
Do we want to do the tabled movie first? Or you want me to get through my other things? I watched three things.
whatever's
We'll
clever.
do that. We'll save the best for last. I watched three things. One old thing that we've all seen, but I haven't watched it in years, and I rewatched it recently. I watched Sin City, which is a movie
Okay,
that I
good
still
movie.
really
Yeah.
enjoy.
Hmm.
It holds up. Like I don't know, I really like that movie. It's a lot of fun. I love how it looks, and it's like perfect. Like it is a I'm going to talk about a really horrible adaptation here in a second, but it is literally like it's just panel for panel, right? Like it's the and I mean, I know that in a lot of ways that's what Zack Snyder tried to do with Watchmen, and it failed miserably. But like the thing about Sin City is it's super text, right? There's no like subtlety or nuance in Sin City. It's all like it's
Yeah, it's a
baby's
noir that
first.
is a noir. It's
Yeah,
not doing anything else.
it is noir that's just squeezed down to its like core. Like there's nothing like I love it, and I love the comics too. But like it is such a great movie, and it's such a great adaptation of those stories. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie. It's over before you know it. It's very fast. I think visually it's like the only one of those. I don't know if you guys remember this, but like when Sin City came out, there was like a bunch of these. They called them digital backlot movies, where everything was green screened and like
Oh, like
the
Sky
actors are
Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
exactly. And there was a whole bunch of other ones, and they all look like shit. But like Sin City, like that effect looks so cool, and I love like what they did with like the facial prosthetics and stuff. Like, oh, it's just a fun movie, and it shockingly holds up like really well. Like I think it's still a very entertaining film. And now it's a tough one. I watched Return to Silent Hill. Um, I I I don't get I don't get too like I don't hold too many pieces of media in like where you can't fuck with it, and I'll be like, it's whatever, like it's a bad adaptation. I love Silent Hill 2. Like it's one of my favorite games of all time. It is to me, and obviously there's been other games that have come out that have great storylines and wonderful storytelling. But I think that Silent Hill 2 is one of the most complete and most like it's got such a vision, right? And it's so good at like subtle storytelling. And it's so unique in the way it tells its story and what the story is to tell you. Like the main character, James, is an awful person, and there is no redeeming him. And that in a video game is kind of interesting. Like you're not used to that. Like
Yeah,
there's
you're always
always
playing the
redemption.
protagonist. You're always supposed to be the
Yeah.
hero.
No, you are absolutely the villain. And all of this is to say that this movie, and the other thing I want to say is that ever since they released the first Silent Hill movie, all most fans of the series, we all like Silent Hill 1 and we like Silent Hill 3 a lot. The rest of them are kind of whatever. Like the Western developed ones, most people don't like. The Room I enjoyed, but it's definitely not the greatest. But everybody likes Silent Hill 2. And as soon as they made a Silent Hill 1 movie, everybody was like, well, you shouldn't even adapt Silent Hill 1 into a movie. The movie you need to make is Silent Hill 2 because it's already a movie. Like it's there. So when they announced this, and I was like, oh, okay. And then you got the director. For some reason, they got Christopher Gantz, who directed Brotherhood of the Wolf. It's a movie I actually really like. But he directed the first Silent Hill movie, and I'm like, oh God, they're bringing him back. I was like, okay, maybe. And then I kept seeing interviews with him, where he's saying, well, Silent Hill 2 is the one I wanted to adapt the whole time, and it's my favorite game, and I want to do the fans right. I have maybe with I would say maybe like I would compare this to like Breakfast of Champions, where it's an adaptation that misses every point of the source material. They every choice that you could have made with a character in Silent Hill 2, they do the wrong thing. The first thing you see is James. I wish Sean was here because I know Sean's a diehard Silent Hill 2 fan, just like me. James in the original game, in the original text, is literally a pathetic loser. Like he looks pathetic. He looks like barely a human. He like is weak and he can't fight very well. And he's just a pathetic guy. The first thing you see in this movie is James like driving a Mustang real fast and smoking a blunt. It's literally the first thing you see. And I'm like, as soon as I was like,
Yeah, that's
oh God.
stupid.
And then James is like he's like a badass artist. Like he's a painter and he wears a leather jacket and he's cool. And it's like, oh no. Like
He's
you
supposed to
totally
be he's supposed to be like dour and despondent and like
Oh yeah, no, no, no,
wrecked.
no.
Like he's supposed to be wrecked with grief. Like
James is completely wrong. Mary, his wife. So in the original game, I'm not going to give the whole game away if you haven't played the game, but in the original game, Mary is almost never seen. Mary is more of an idea to James. Like James gets a letter from his dead wife to go to Silent Hill, and that's why he goes to Silent Hill. In this, they're not even married. They were just kind of dating, and it's like, what are you doing? And then the actress that plays Mary plays Marie, plays Angela, and
Oh
every
no.
character, every single character is wrong. Every single character is completely wrong, and they bring back the cult from Resident Evil 1, which doesn't make any sense because if you played the game, Resident Evil 2 is completely standalone, has nothing to do with any of the other Resident Evil games. It doesn't tie into the first one, has nothing to do with that. They keep once he gets to Silent Hill, they keep flashing back to like him and Mary together or other things outside of Silent Hill, which is like, again, you're breaking immersion. Like, why are you doing this? There's a sequence where James wakes up in a mental institution, so it's like, oh, he's just dreaming all that, and it's like every single decision is so bad, and it's so like it's so cringy. And again, I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but like the ultimate resolution of the plot doesn't make any sense because again, this they were barely a couple, and also in the original game, James's wife had a terminal illness, and that played into the ending.
Yeah.
In this, she doesn't have a terminal illness. It's just the fucking Silent Hill cult from the first movie is like poisoning her, and it's like I don't know what anyone was thinking with this movie. It looks like shit too. I mean, it was done on the cheap. I think it was done on like a $30 million budget, which I know that's still a lot of money, but in today's movies, that's like nothing. The whole movie looks like it's shot on like a really cheap green screen. It's it's so bad. And the funny thing is that like at times, like the director, like he pulled locations like right from the game. I mean, there's shots like if you didn't know any context from the rest of the movie, like if you had the sound off and you just saw clips, you'd be like, oh, they're at the hospital. Oh, they're in the apartment. Like these are things I recognize from the game. But like, man, they just fucked it up so bad. It's awful. It is so awful. I hated it.
I can see the argument creatively for like changing the plot because you're saying, hey,
Yeah,
everybody already knows. Anybody who knows about this already knows, so we
I'm
have to do
fine with
something
that.
different, but
But
at the same time, like then do something different, like
yeah,
capture the
well,
spirit of it. And it sounds
I, I
like, yeah,
I'll give you an
if
example, right? So in the game, for those of you that don't know, James runs into this woman, Marie, that looks like his wife, but she's dressed more sexy and she has like a more like she's got kind of like a femme fatale attitude, you know? And in this movie, Mary is also like a badass. So it's like it doesn't make any sense because like Marie and Mary are like also the same actress, but they're also the same character. So like, why is Marie even in the fucking movie? Doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just so bad. And again, like without like ruining the whole ending, they totally changed it, and it makes the context of the rest of the story not make any sense. Like it's just like it's so wrong-headed in every single way. And I don't understand because like one, it's a bad movie on its own. Like if this is divorced from any like connection to Silent Hill 2, it's bad. It's not a good movie, not a good horror movie. But if as an adaptation, you are trying to draw in the Silent Hill fans, I would assume. And fans hate this movie. Like again, I'm a diehard Silent Hill 2 fan. I played through that game a bunch of times. I have the remake. I haven't played it yet. But I love that. I love the story and I love everything about it. And the other thing is the atmosphere is all wrong. Like in Silent Hill 2, everybody has this weird sort of way of speaking, almost like a Lynchian kind of dialogue kind of
mhm.
thing, or like a Yargos Lanthimos kind of way. And I'm not saying you got to do that exactly, but like do something to fit the mood of this story. And it feels like a story they just didn't understand how to tell. It's like I was like thinking to myself, like, bro, watch some of these like 2 hour essays on Silent Hill 2 before you write this script. Like, understand what people like about this fucking game. It's one of if this doesn't end up as like my worst movie of the year, I'll be shocked because it's bad. I said it other places, but I should have known it was going to be bad. I mean, January is notorious like a dumping ground for terrible movies,
Yeah.
and it was awful. I hated it, but that's all I got to say about that.
I
My
I
ta
I think
I'm
it's
sorry.
weird that like just on video game adaptations, like this is a common problem, is that they
Yeah,
take something that the game worked. People loved the emotional
yeah,
reverberance of the game, and they make a movie and they think that like, oh, we'll just make a movie that's kind of the same as the game. It's like, no, don't do that.
yeah,
Just figure out what the feeling of playing the game is and
yeah,
make a movie that gives you that feeling. That's what people want. Like make
yeah.
a Silent Hill movie. Like Silent Hill movies should be pretty easy to put together. It's like
I
you need
give me a $12
a
million dollar budget. I would
yeah,
make a better Silent
you
Hill
need a
movie
broken
in my
relationship,
sleep.
you need an isolated place that seems off. You need spooky bumps in the night and some mystery solving, and you need a reveal of what actually happened. That's all you need to do. And if you
Yeah.
do that, you can do that formula over and over and over again because there's literally like thousands of ways you could spell that out, and they
Yeah.
would be interesting.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is that to me, you could make I feel like you could have made this movie for even less money and made it more effective.
Yeah.
In and of itself, like you just need the creepy atmosphere and the story kind of tells itself. And it's just I don't know, man. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. And it's just another brick in the wall of terrible video game adaptations. I mean, you know, I can't even what is a good video game adaptation into a film? I mean, the Mario Brothers movie was pretty good, the cartoon one. I thought
I
that was
mean, I
okay.
think the original Mario Brothers movie is pretty good because but
It's
it's
not a
not an
great
adaptation at a certain
adaptation.
point. It's
It's a
just
fucking
like,
weird porno
yeah,
movie for kids, but
it's
yeah,
it's an anti-capitalist romp. It's great.
it's but like what is a good I can't even think of a good video game movie.
I don't know that there's a
Like
good movie. I think it's
like the original Mortal Kombat is fun.
yeah, the first Resident Evil movie was kind of interesting. It wasn't really an adaptation either, but at least it was
No.
sort of doing a thing that was fun. Um, I think like you have to go to like Last of Us season one,
Yeah, yeah,
Fallout,
TV.
like
Fallout and
when
Last
they
of Us are
do
good.
something where they can let it breathe because the video game experience is usually hundreds of hours, and when you try to
Yeah,
cram
true.
all of that feeling into like two, it's hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking like TV shows, like the Cyberpunk cartoon was really fucking good.
Yeah,
But I mean, again, that's kind of outside the game too, because none of those characters are in the game. Well, not all of them, but
just their jackets and stuff.
yeah, yeah. But I don't know. It's terrible. But anyway, on to better things. The table movie that Nate and I watched was 28 years later, The Bone Temple, a
Went to the Bone
movie
Zone.
I fucking I was very nervous about the movie because again, like we talked about last week, I was not a fan of 28 Years Later really at all. And I was worried because I was like, well, I didn't care for the first one. What are they going to do with this one? Totally wrong. This movie is phenomenal. If
It's really
anything,
good.
it made me hate the first one even more because I'm like, Alex Garland, you had this the whole time, and you couldn't. What was in some of this in that movie? Because my biggest problem with the last movie was I felt like it wasn't focused, and it like I said this on the show last week, but it felt like it had a lot of things to say, but it didn't drill down on any of them, and they just kind of were out there. This was much more focused, much more character driven, and I felt like it had a clear message at what it was trying to say. And it has a lot to say,
Yeah,
but I felt like it was a very clear what they were trying to get through with the storyline. I thought Ray Fiennes was absolutely amazing.
he's so good.
Um, the Jack O'Connell, the bad guy, the guy that plays Jimmy, he was
Yeah.
amazing. All of the Jimmys were great. The one that they all had like Jimmy Inc. or whatever, the girl
I
that
think it's
ends up
Jimmy Ink
befri
is the girl. Yeah.
yeah, she was great. She
Mhm.
was I was trying the whole time I was watching the movie. Where do I know her from? She was in the Winter Soldier Falcon show. She was
Oh,
in that, yeah.
oh, is
But
she she's the like anti-border
yeah,
person? Yeah,
yeah, she was
that makes
great.
sense.
I thought she was great.
Yeah, she's really good.
But I love the movie. I thought it was great. It was thought provoking. I felt like it just, I don't know, it just was everything that I wanted out of the first one, and it just delivered so hard. And I was just enthralled through the whole movie, even from the opening scene. The opening scene is so
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
like the trials of Jimmy or whatever. That was amazing. I loved it so much. And they did the thing where um Ray Fiennes is trying to cure the zombies, the infected, whatever you want to call them. And they've done that storyline in other zombie movies, like where they try to make the zombie more human. Like in Day of the Dead, there's like a subplot of that. And I feel like it never really works. In this, it works great. And I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
again,
really
it
like
helps
emotional.
it helps hammer home the emotion and the message of the film. And the basically Ray Fiennes trying to find the best in humanity, whereas Jack O'Connell, like he doesn't remember. Like there's a dialogue exchange that I really liked between Jack O'Connell's character and Ray Fiennes, where they're talking about like, well, you're old, you probably remember the world before it was, and he's like, I don't. And I think that was like an interesting thing to
Hmm.
say. Like he remembers when there was like hope and life, whereas Jack O'Connell has grown up in this violent chaos his entire life, so he's just molded around it. I thought this movie was amazing. I am worried about the third one because I feel like I don't know where you go from here. I don't really know much how much more story you have left. I could be wrong. I didn't love the cliffhanger, I'll be honest, but it's just like I don't know.
I
It
mean,
felt like
it
it
was
felt like a little tacked on to me, but
it was underlining the themes too. Um,
yeah, no, I did, but I loved it. It's a
yeah,
9 out of 10 for me. I thought it was fantastic. I
yeah,
really really loved it. So you go ahead, Nate.
yeah. No, I think it's really good. I'll push since I liked the first one. I
Sure,
feel
sure,
like this is a great addition to the first movie because the first movie is really about what is it like to grow up in this world
sure.
in a revised type of society, right? Because Spike starts that movie
Oh, that
in,
kid's good too. I forgot to say
yeah,
that.
he's
He's
great in
he's
the movie.
very good. Yeah, he was good
Um,
in the first one too. I'll give him
yeah.
credit.
But Spike starts in this cloistered environment where becoming a man means you go out and you have to kill these things because these things are just the evil that surrounds us.
Sure.
And it's a rite of passage. And his whole thing with like, now I have to take my mom and I'm trying to do something heroic in a place where everyone else is kind of like all of his male role models are like, cool, we go, we kill a couple zombies, we come back, we get drunk, we fuck whoever we want, the end. He's like, no, I have to do a heroic thing. I'm going to save somebody. He goes and finds out life isn't that simple
Yeah.
and then chooses to live in the world of complexity, which is a big thing for a kid to do.
Sure.
This movie is like, okay, for him, it's you bit off way more than you could chew because
Yeah.
complexity means you deal with a cult leader. And the lovely continuation of Ray Fiennes' character is that like you get this sense of, oh, there's someone who is upholding humanity in this strange but really serene way, like
Yeah.
super high philosophical level. Like he's not saying we need to have capitalism back. He's saying humanism matters in the first movie. And in this movie, it's him delivering fully on that. Like
Yeah.
I love the way I love the way that Bone Temple is setting sort of a thesis of like, hey, look, all these movements, all these populist rages, all these things that are happening, including like what's happening in America right now, are collective psychoses that can be cured.
Yeah.
People, it is
If you do a lot of drugs.
right if you do a lot of
Yeah.
drugs. But it's also, it's also just like part of the first parts of the movie. Like you get that the Jimmy's cold open, and then you get that brief window into what Samson sees, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I like
Samson
that.
sees another person out in the wilderness, and when they cut to him, you get this brief
Yeah.
vision of
It's very
Samson
quick.
seeing them looking like a raged infected, and that's why he kills them
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's
I like that a
fighting.
lot.
He thinks he's fighting the bad guy.
I also loved later on in the movie that scene where Samson's like in the train and
Yeah,
remembering
God, that
being
was
like
so
that was
fucking
so
good.
good. So
Yeah.
good.
Um, And that's the thing, right? It's like it's a movie that the thesis is basically like, hey, wait a minute, stop being mad at people just because you think they're different from you and remember your humanity.
Yeah.
Because your
Yeah.
humanity lets you listen to Duran Duran and dance and get fucking high on morphine and just
And
have a
Iron
life.
Maiden. That
Right?
was
And
so
Iron
good.
Maiden, God. It's just so good. I think anyone, even if you don't like this genre, even if you've never seen
I agree.
a
Yeah.
28 movie, like you should see this because it's a masterwork. It's really
Yeah.
just it
Well,
is.
I'm gonna jump in with
Yeah.
when Gog's. I wish he was here because he watched it too,
Hmm.
but I can already hear his complaint because there's barely any infected in this movie, and he's
Yeah.
probably like, "Why wasn't there more zombies in the movie?" But like we've said this 1,000 times with good horror movies, like the monsters aren't the interesting part. It's the
Yeah.
people around the monsters. But
Yeah, well,
my
and
only
Jimmy's all the monster you need for this movie, right? Like
my only
Jimmy
nit
is the monster.
my only nitpick, and it's not really a nitpick, but I just wanted more of the Jimmies. Like
Hmm.
you know how we basically only get that one scene of them in the barn and terrorizing that family. Like I kind of wanted more of those scenes just because I felt like the Jimmies were so compelling. But I
Yeah.
also can see where like the movie's very tight, like thematically and like movement wise. I feel like that probably would have bogged down the movie, but like I just liked those scenes and I thought that the Jimmies themselves were like fascinating characters. And the thing that I really like, I mean, Jack, the main Jimmy
Jimmy
Crystal,
Crystal, yeah. Lord
he's
Sir
like
Jimmy Crystal.
he's like a true believer, right? Like he believes, like at first you're like, oh, he when he says he's talking to the devil, like he's just full of shit. But no, he like by the end of the movie, I think he really believes, like I think he actually believes all the shit he
No, yeah,
says.
that's his psychosis, right? Is that
Yeah,
his way of coping with all of this is to go like, "Oh, the devil must be real because I grew up in a religious family and all of these bad things happened. So this has to be what it is."
yeah,
And that's the only way he's convinced
I
himself.
agree
It's
with you though.
yeah.
It's a masterpiece. It's a shame that it's not. Yeah, I mean, it didn't make a lot of money. They're still gonna make the third one, but like, I have a feeling that when this gets more available, like when this shows up on streaming services, people are gonna just like sing its praises because
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I really did. And maybe I'll revisit the first one now because I'd like what I'd like to do is when I can get the new one at home, I'd like to watch them back to back.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
it would be a cool viewing experience. But yeah, it's so good. And Nia DaCosta needs to be more praised because she directed this one.
Yeah.
And
And
I
it's
again my
yeah.
one of my biggest problems with the first movie was Danny Boyle's directing choices. Like again, I hated a lot of his editing choices. I hated that stupid iPad camera thing that he kept doing. All that's gone in this movie. This is a lot more stripped down. It's a lot more like the scenes that are brutal, like they are brutal. And I felt like I don't know, it was everything I wanted out of the first movie. I left the theater going, man, I can't wait to watch that again. Like
Yeah.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So yeah.
Yeah. It's excellent.
Yeah. So yeah, now we get to talk about a movie
Hudson
that's
Hawk.
not excellent.
It's it's got its charms. I'll
It's
say that.
something.
I think it's got some stuff
I
that's
let me ask you
interesting.
guys a question. Who is this movie for? Like when I
It's for
watched
Bruce
it,
Willis. It's
yeah, I think
entirely
that
for Bruce Willis.
This is for people who liked Bruce Willis and Moonlighting,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a
because it's
touchstone
not
that
that
I
far off from that.
yeah, it's so like I was thinking about this since I watched it, right? Like famously Bruce Willis, like he never wanted to be an actor. He wanted to be a musician. Like
yep.
he loves like horrible blues music. And not that blues music is horrible, but the kind of barbecue rock that Bruce Willis likes is horrible. Like the worst kind of the Joe Bonamassa blues music. I hate that shit. But maybe he wanted to be a comedian too. Like he like he didn't want to be an action star. He wanted to be like an
I
Eddie
I
Murphy.
think he likes being like a New Jersey wise guy. Like he wants to embody this sort of spirit of like I'm a working class underdog that also is smarter than everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. This is I just when I finished this movie, I was like, who like no wonder this movie tanked because like I don't know the target audience for this movie. Like I don't like I was left very confused by most of this
You
film.
have to be really open-minded to stay with the movie through the multiple
Yeah.
like tone shifts because every character in the movie is kind of doing a very pitched different kind of thing from for a different movie.
Oh yeah. And the movie, I gotta be honest, when this movie opened up with like Da Vinci, I was like,
Yeah.
did I download the wrong fucking movie? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
what the
no.
hell
Well,
is
and I spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out like turning subtitles on because they're speaking
Mm-mm.
Italian. Okay, so the movie Hudson Hawk opens and it's like we get a voiceover telling us that it's the time of Leonardo da Vinci. So we're in, 1600s Italy, something like that.
Oh,
And
just so I'm gonna forget. I knew this was gonna be bad when there was like a Mona Lisa has fucked up teeth joke. I was like, oh no. I was like, this is the movie we're watching? Like, oh no.
oh yeah.
This
So you
guy
get
also
this
directed Airheads,
No way. I love
Heathers,
Airheads. He directed Heathers?
and Meet the Applegates.
I don't think I. What is that one? I don't know that one.
It's got DB or Ed Bailey Jr. and Dabney Coleman.
I
It's
don't
like
think I've seen it.
cockroach people who move into a nuclear
Oh, I know
power
what you're
plant
talking
to
about.
set
Yeah.
off they want to cause a nuclear disaster so the cockroach people could take over the world.
I mean, that sounds incredible. I
That's
need to
yeah, that's
watch that.
fun.
Well, I mean, I loved Heathers and I loved Airheads, so
Yeah. So yeah, so we open, we're in Italy and everybody's speaking Italian, but there are no subtitles. I checked, you just get if you turn subtitles on, it just says people speaking Italian. Uh
yeah, I did that too because sometimes, a lot of times the Plex will screw up the subtitles. So I tried to find like a non-Plex version of the movie, and yeah, no, there's no subtitles in the
yeah.
Italian parts and in any version of this movie.
So they are putting together a machine in this Renaissance era Italy that is an alchemy machine, and they turn a bar of lead into a bar of gold using this machine. And then we jump
This is a
immediately.
this is a real the holy mountain moment of this film with they should have gotten Alejandro Jodorowsky to be in this movie. That would have
Oh
been
my
great.
God, that would be
Should have
great.
been Da Vinci.
Yeah. Yeah, and this, I mean, because this is such a like, this is the thing where, oh, this is like a Dan Brown saw this and was like, I could write a Da Vinci book that's better than Hudson Hawk, and it'll probably make a lot of money, and he was correct. So we get that little prologue, and then Bruce Willis as Hudson Hawk is being released from prison. He's been in the joint for I don't know how many years, I don't remember.
Couple of years.
He's been in prison.
He's immediately I don't I there's so many threads to this movie. Like he's immediately propositioned to do a bank robbery while in jail.
Yeah, yeah. Danny Aiello,
By
his best friend.
uh, his parole officer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like he hasn't even gotten his stuff yet.
Yeah.
He's like asking him to do a job.
Yeah, they're like walking through the prison on the way out without
Yeah.
any sort of escort. That's just like, you guys are free. Go ahead and walk. So yeah, so they're walking out of there. Danny Aiello is like, hey, do this job with me. He's like, I'm just getting out of jail. Whatever. I need a cappuccino before I do any crimes
Oh, this
because
movie and
I haven't had a
cappuccinos.
cappuccino.
Jesus Christ.
Which just that like I can't remember. I think it's A View to a Kill, that James Bond movie where like James Bond is making a quiche in it. And that's like a big joke because it's like,
It's like, look
mint.
at this.
Oh, look at this tough guy making such a, prissy thing. And like, I think that's the same joke here. It's like
Oh, it's
cappuccino is so
absolutely
gay. And so here
it's
you go.
absolutely this. Yeah, the first conversation between Danny Aiello and Bruce Willis is just you're fat, no, you're gay, no, you're fat, and I'm gay. It's just like what is this?
Yeah, because when so yeah, so they're driving around, they're just mouthing off to each other. Aiello tells him that they're gonna do this robbery for the Mario Brothers mafia family
Yes.
in New
Oh,
Jersey, and he
there's so
references
many
Nintendo, and
there's
Bruce
so
Willis is
many
like, "What's
Nintendo references
Nintendo?"
in this. Yeah.
Because Bruce
What
Willis
is
has been in jail long enough that he went into jail before Nintendo existed, I guess. So
yeah.
that's a joke that we're doing. But I guess there's okay, so he doesn't want to go do it. Then he gets his cappuccino, and then he's like, "Okay, fine. I guess I'll go steal this art." He's gonna go steal a Da Vinci horse that's in a museum. So he and Aiello break in. They do a thing. They're like climbing roof to roof on a rope, and that's where another fat joke happens because he's like, "This thing only holds 900 pounds," and it's like clearly between the two of you, you're not 900 pounds. So
Also,
that's not
like
even a good.
Danny Aiello isn't like fat. Like he's like I don't think doesn't.
Yeah, he's just like he's a bigger guy, but he's not like a Anyway,
Yeah.
it's um. So they do the bank robbery. They do all the stuff, but
Is this
Hudson Hawk's
before
whole
or
gimmick
after
is
Danny Aiello just like cranium some guy with a full bottle of wine, and the guy just is like, oh, like again, it goes to the Looney Tunes-ness of this fucking
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure if you hit somebody with a full bottle of wine, they would probably die. Like,
Yeah, no, this movie, everything, all the things that happen are for Looney Tunes comedic effect. Like when they're breaking into the museum, there is an overweight museum guard who sits on a chair, and he gets startled, and the chair breaks, and that's the joke.
Yeah.
but it's also the reason why the guards determine that they have replaced the tapes later. Um, the thing that Hudson Hawk does, Hudson Hawk named after the winds that whip off of the Hudson River, I guess,
Sure. Yeah.
which has nothing to do with any of the stuff he does, but that's fine. That's his nickname. He knows the lengths of songs, and that is exactly how he times all of his heists. So they sing a bunch of like old, Dean Martin and tunes
Yeah.
like that to keep time to know how long they have to complete the job. But then they also immediately fuck around well after the song is over and burn whatever time they have left so that they're caught every single time it happens.
Yeah, and I felt like they might have not had they must have only paid for the song once because they play the song at the end of the movie, but they don't ever like I feel like in most movies when they would do this, like when they're singing the song in their head or they're not singing it in their head, they're singing it out loud. I feel like most movies would have put the song kind of underneath everything, but no, they're just singing it. Like it's very strange. Like I don't know, the choice was very odd.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's I mean it all the choices here seem to be what is the thing that we're going to have the most fun doing regardless of whether it makes sense in a movie. Because it
Yeah.
just seems like I will say everybody seems like they're having a really fun time being in this.
Yeah.
Like Sandra Bernhard is at 11, Richard E. Grant is going nuts. Like everybody's goofing off. It's just not
Yeah,
making a movie.
that guy, Richard Grant, that guy's been in a ton of shit, right? Like I was watching this movie. I was like, I've seen him in. I think he was in a Star Wars
Yeah, he
movie
was in Rise of
recently.
Skywalker.
That's right. Yeah, and he was also the dad in Saltburn. Did you ever
Yes.
see that? Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the dad in
totally.
Saltburn.
And
Yeah.
he was old Loki in the Loki show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
How did I
Classic
forget
Good
Loki.
that?
call.
How
Good
did I
call.
forget that? Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, so they're doing this museum heist. They manage to steal the horse, but they get caught, and then they have kind of a Benny Hill style running around to get away from everybody.
This
And
movie definitely needed yakety sax at
it,
some
oh,
point. They
totally.
really fucked up.
So they get away. They like fall 12 stories into an awning, survive somehow, and then is that when the CIA people show up?
Think so? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the order of these things because yeah.
It's kind of
Um,
hard to keep in my mind, to be honest. Again, there was a lot of threads going on. This movie is like full of plot. Like it's like
yeah,
so much plot in this movie.
there are like nine different groups of people in this movie who are invested in this movie for different reasons, and you don't
Yeah,
necessarily know at any given moment. But yeah, so
100%.
the thread from Firepower, James Coburn is a CIA agent, and he has a team of four junior agents who are all named after candy bars. So you have David Caruso as Kit Kat. You
Oh yeah.
have this beef guy named Butterfinger.
The,
Um,
the the beef guy who I thought was Brian Bosworth for the longest
Yeah,
time,
he
but
did
it's
look
not
like Brian
Brian.
Bosworth.
It's
I thought he
another
was
guy that
sort. I thought he was one of the nasty boys.
he kind of looks like him too,
He is
Zags or knobs. I forget
Andrew
which one.
yeah.
Briniarski.
Yeah, I looked him up. He was a heavy in a bunch of 80s movies.
You got a guy named
Um,
Snickers, and then Lorraine Toussaint is Almond Joy, and they're
Yeah.
all there for reasons. I think Caruso's the most interesting because Kit Kat doesn't speak. He hands you a card with what he wants to say to you on it, and
Yeah.
then he also dresses like whoever he's around to mock them and acts around them. So that's kind of fun. There's some
Yeah.
bits, but they basically say, "Hey, Hudson, you gotta do this thing for us because otherwise we caught you. You're gonna go back to jail for doing the thing you just did. So do this for us." So now he's got to do another heist, which I think has to do with taking the like Da Vinci's codex that he wrote with all of his
Yeah,
inventions in it.
this movie with the fucking codex. I was like, am I watching Man of Steel? Like they say codex like 15 times. Like code what is this codex? Like what the fuck?
Mother box. Um,
Yeah. Yeah,
so yeah,
exactly.
so he gets sent. Well, he has a chase. The Mario Brothers chase him around in an ambulance. He ends up riding an ambulance gurney down the highway that he's able to drive like a car because it seems to move under its own under its own momentum. And there's another joke that's like 1-800 how's my driving or whatever. I can't remember.
He throws like toll fare in the into the thing and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He pays
there's
the
also
toll.
there's also a part in this thing where he's on this hospital gurney and there's these girls that are like, "Hey!" Like he's flirting with some girls in a convertible. Like what the fuck? Like actually speaking of cyberpunk edge runners, like there's a scene in that show where David and Lucy are on that gurney that flies out of the back of an ambulance. It reminded me of that.
Um, so yeah. The Mario Brothers are killed then. So Frank Stallone's brief stint in the film is over with. Though he was fun. It kind of had like there was almost something normal happening for a minute with the Mario
Yeah,
Brothers.
the Mario Brothers.
Um, whose name are Caesar and Antony. Just
Yeah.
because everything here is going to be as on the nose as possible.
Right, of course.
Um, so yeah, meets the CIA people. They're like, "Hey, you have to do this," and they take him to meet the Mayflowers, who are Richard E. Grant and Sandra Bernhard, who are two. It's a billionaire and his wife, and he became rich so young that now he just wants world domination as the thing. Uh,
Yeah.
and so they're gonna steal the codex because they believe that they can turn lead into gold and use it to destroy all financial markets. They're going to flood the world with so much gold that money and gold has no more value. And I don't really understand how that makes them wealthier, but
Yeah, interesting strategy. Let's see how it plays out for him.
so they put him in a they pack him in packing peanuts in a steamer trunk and mail him to Italy, I guess. I don't even know. Like, or they throw him in steerage in an airplane, but he ends up in Rome, which the stupid Butterfinger guy keeps saying is Paris, which is kind of funny. Like, I don't know. It's like everybody's just doing. This was a writer's room where everybody was like, yeah, that sounds good. It's like
Yeah,
just
let's do
first
that.
takes. We're doing it. We're shooting all of these ideas. Everything, nothing's
Yeah.
off the table. So he goes to steal the codex and he meets Andy McDowell, who is a museum docent, maybe, is what we think. Uh, she's there leading tours around that. Um, but then we find out that she's actually secretly a nun with the Vatican,
Nun.
but
Yeah,
she's an undercover.
she's like a spy nun.
Yeah.
It's like
So
it's
she and Hudson have a flirty thing. He ends up stealing the codex anyway. She doesn't like that. Um, they, I guess, like they have another run in with Coburn and the CIA agents.
How does James Coburn look exactly the same in
he does. Yeah,
Firepower and
firepower.
this, like
Yeah.
20 years apart?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. He looks exactly the same.
He did all of his aging early, and then he's just like, I'm here, I'm set. Uh, then Danny Aiello shows back up, and he's like, "Hey, sorry, man, I blackmailed you to do this whole thing." Because now Hudson realizes, like, oh, this is all bad, I guess. He didn't pick up on that earlier. So they fake a fight, and he fake stabs Danny Aiello so that it seems like he's dead, and then jumps in the
Oh,
ambulance with him, and they get
sorry.
away.
Sorry to interrupt. The
Yeah,
big Jack guy, the guy that I forget which candy bar he was, the big muscle guy.
Butterfinger.
You know where we know him from? He was Zangief in the Street Fighter movie.
There it is.
Yep. It's like, yeah, there you go. He also played Bane in Batman Returns or whatever. That guy that Batman sticks like a bomb to and throws into the sewer. That was him.
Oh, okay.
And I think
Huh.
he later reprised his role as Bane in the third Batman movie. Because it wasn't Bane in that. That Poison Ivy like had a Bane
Yeah,
thing.
he's in,
Yeah.
yeah, Batman and Robin, the
And
fourth
he
one.
was in the terrible Michael Bay Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. He played Leatherface.
He
Oh,
What a
was in the
career.
terrible Michael Bay Pearl Harbor. He played some guy.
What a career.
uh,
That movie fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Gonna get that on the show one day, like 3.5 hour Pearl Harbor.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's a thread from this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Um,
Someone.
so yeah, so they regroup and chat about how they're going to get out of this, I guess. Hudson Hawk's in love with Andy McDowell, the nun. They're going to now work together to steal the codex back so that the codex doesn't fall into the wrong hands. They go do that. All of the CIA agents are easily dispatched because they suck and are terrible at everything. So we're just in a castle and everybody just gets offed. Um, Kit Kat does a nice thing by freeing her because he's like dressed as a statue and lets her go, I think.
Yeah, and
Fucking,
these CIA
fucking
agents
movie.
use like these blow darts and rockets with suction cups on the end is their like modus operandi. Like CIA agent, they just shoot people, right? They don't
Right,
use all
yeah.
these
Yeah, they all
No,
have James
quirky
Bond
gadgets.
gimmicks.
They all
Yeah.
just like
no, they just
they
kill
all just
you.
shoot people in the back of the head.
This was a softer CIA in 1991. They were trying something, I guess. So yeah, they end up like confronting. I don't remember who George Kaplan is. Do you remember who George Kaplan is? That's confusing.
No.
Is that the
Is he the butler?
character's name?
Yeah. Anyway,
No,
the
George Kaplan is James Coburn
oh, okay. So yeah. So Hudson
with
Hawk
his
fights James Coburn.
fancy like purple camo that would not be appropriate for any outdoor setting at all.
Yeah, but it looks
not
so cool.
It does look cool. Like it's not camouflage.
No, yeah, you got to be specifically in like a, I guess, a vineyard, and then you're probably
right.
camouflaged. Uh, so yeah, they Hudson Hawk fights him. Uh, yeah. Now we're done with Coburn. Coburn falls off the roof. End of his movie. Um, then like there's a butler character that's trying to bomb stuff. Everything is just all wacky Looney Tunes. Everything's unraveling right now. And then ultimately the two Mayflowers make him put the alchemy machine together.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think.
because the horse had like a diamond in it or something was
Right.
what it was.
Yeah, the
So the
horse had a
horse,
diamond, and
yeah.
then the diary or whatever had another chunk of diamond, and the model of the flying ship had another chunk of diamond.
So
Like
they
just
put all the diamond
diamonds.
chunks together like a Triforce, one might
Yeah,
say, and
exactly.
then they
Yes.
popped a Nintendo Triforce, and they pop that into the machine, and then they're gonna start doing alchemy again, but something goes wrong, and it just explodes and kills
Yeah, Bruce
everybody.
Willis, he discreetly kept a piece of it in his pocket.
Ah,
So it was either it works perfectly or it obliterates the whole castle. Those are the two settings from Da Vinci's alchemy machine.
well, say what you will about Da Vinci, he's thorough about not letting his alchemy machine work for the wrong people, I
Like when
guess.
I put my car back together and I leave out a part, it usually just doesn't start. It doesn't explode
Right.
instead.
So yeah, that explodes. The all the bad guys are killed, and Hudson Hawk and Annie McDowell leave the castle. They end up using Da Vinci's flying machine to leave the
Oh
castle,
God, how did I forget that? Yeah, yeah, great.
and
There's
she's
use of that
basically
flying
like,
machine earlier too. Don't you see that flying machine in the very beginning? Or am
yeah,
I?
yeah. They
Yeah,
show it off as part of the Da Vinci prologue at the beginning, and then we see it briefly again at like the 2/3 mark, where they're like, look at all these things that have been invented, but and there's a lot of interesting set design throughout this too. Like there's a lot of antiquity stuff that splits and reveals a video screen, like very
yeah,
James Bondy sort of things, but very budget Bond.
yeah. Budget, yeah. But Timu,
Yeah,
James Bond.
this is Timu of all of the
Yeah,
movies that it
this
is
is like
aping.
more like James Bond Jr. than anything.
Yeah, who is
That
actually his
shit's.
nephew?
Yeah, I was just about to say that's just bullshit. How is he James? What is he? He's a luchador. That like you can't go junior if you're not a father. It doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
So they're flying away, and Annie McDowell's like, I'm gonna stop being a nun because she wants to get down,
Yeah, of course.
and
Who can blame her?
they have a end of the Dark Knight Rises moment where they see Tommy at a cafe and they get to just have like a little quick, we acknowledge each other. We're all still alive. And that's it. He gets to drink a cappuccino.
Yeah. Well, wait, isn't there a part did I miss the part where Danny Aiello like fakes his death?
Well, yeah,
Remember?
Well, it
well,
doesn't
because
fake it, but the car like runs off the
Yeah.
cliff.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because he fakes it twice. Like he fakes it to escape when they confront each other. He fakes being stabbed so that they can leave, and then
Well, and
he
like
also
doesn't
drives
like
the car off the cliff.
Bruce Willis and him like they like fall out of fucking window and they're like rolling down the steps like punching each other. It's like wow, like what the fuck is going?
It's like
Again,
when Peter Griffin fights the chicken for like
it's
a couple
very
minutes.
the whole thing is like very Looney Tunes. It's very goofy. Like
Yeah.
it
Oh, yeah. It's all
yeah.
goof.
That's Hudson Hawk though.
Yeah, and it's like
Uh
it's hard to describe because
it
and I should have
really
written
is.
down beat by beat better, but I didn't know I was going to be doing the
No,
recap,
it's not
so.
your fault. It's Gogs' fault. Blame him. You did a great job. I mean, what more can be said for this fucking movie, man? Alec, was your favorite part of this movie the in-depth kind of dissection of the greatness of Leonardo da Vinci?
No.
No.
My favorite part of this movie was just that it reminded me of the Futurama episode where it turns out Da Vinci's an alien from another
Oh
planet, but he's
yeah,
like the
yeah.
stupidest person on his planet. He goes back and they all make fun of him for being an idiot,
Look at
but
your
he's
stupid
like
flying
so
machine, Da
much
Vinci.
further, so much smarter than anybody on Earth.
That's hilarious. It's a good one. Yeah, yeah, this movie is I mean I just want to go to the pit.
I will say that this movie fucking moves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Like
that's why it's hard to
I did
keep
the
up
like
with.
I had to get up and pee. I did the check thing to pause it. I was like, I'm gonna regret this, and I was like 2/3 of the way through. I was like, oh,
Oh yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
this movie does not. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I had a hard time keeping up with what's going on because it doesn't stick on anything very long.
This movie
Like,
is filmed at a pace to align with internet brain rot, but it's
right.
30 years before internet brain rot. Like everything
Yeah,
happens so fast that it's like you're just scrolling through it.
yeah. Yeah, what was that 15-minute video platform I always talk about? I can't think of the name of it.
Quibi.
Yeah, Quibi. This was designed for Quibi
Yeah.
20 years before Quibi existed,
Yeah,
30
they
years.
cut this movie into like 10-minute parts.
Oh yeah. It'd
Yeah,
be great.
they all kind of would stand alone as their own weird little episodes in this shit
Yeah,
too.
but I want to go to the pitch meeting for this. Like, what is the elevator pitch for this fucking movie? Because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I'm Bruce
And
Willis
then,
and I just made a lot of money.
and then Sandra Bernhardt. Because also, I didn't look this up. I should have. I remember this movie being a huge bomb because I think this movie was also like crazy expensive to make somehow.
Yeah, this movie had a budget of $65 million in '91,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
a lot of
only
money.
made 17 worldwide.
Ouch. Worldwide gross is only 17.
Yep.
Ouch. Because I feel like the French would probably love that. You know, they love farces.
Bruce
Like,
Willis received the story credit, and it's his only attempt at screenwriting.
Yep.
Thankfully.
Yeah, loose application of
So
attempt in
this
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 case.
was basically a Bruce Willis like passion project. It sounds like.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, this is like he gets to sing. He gets to be all the things that he wants to be. He's an action hero, but he's also a goofball and he's also a romantic lead and he's all, it's and
Did
he's clearly
anyone?
having fun. I think that's the thing. Like he seems like he's having a great time. And there's
Oh
something
yeah,
that's sort of fun about watching somebody having a great time
yeah,
when I'm not paying anything to watch it.
yeah. I don't think it makes a movie. Did anyone? I remember this, but I don't think I ever played it. Did anybody ever play? There was a Super Nintendo Hudson Hawk game, or maybe it was regular Nintendo. I just
I feel like this is one of those that in a used game store
yeah
years
yeah.
ago, like I asked, like, let me try that, and then I played it for a couple minutes and went like, this sucks, and I asked for something else.
Yeah, but this movie, and then like the Sandra Bernhard character, like I don't like. I think the joke is that she's kind of ugly. Like I don't I don't like she's weird looking, and then like there's this slide where like she's like pegging the billionaire. It's like
Hmm.
again like hey, this guy's kind of gay. Like everybody, it's like what the hell is this movie?
Well, because Sandra Bernhard's whole stick was that she was like, I'm like the hardcore feminist. Like
Hmm.
I fuck men and I do what I want, right? So she's
Yeah,
just doing that again.
yeah. It was something. It was something. I'm still reeling, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of score I'm giving this fucking
Yeah,
movie.
this movie defies scoring in a lot of because it
Truly does.
to score it is to acknowledge it as a movie, and it's not really a movie. It's a lot of bits and
Yeah.
skits slapped
Yeah,
together.
it's a goofs and gaffs.
Yeah.
All right, well, five knuckle shuffle time. We got to figure it out. Nate.
I'm gonna give it a 5 because that's where it's going to live for me. Like
Yeah.
I thought this was like it moved. We said this. It moves fast enough.
Oh yeah.
It is kind of fun sometimes. Like there were moments where I was like, yeah, I get what you're doing. Like I didn't laugh out loud at any point, but I wasn't hating the experience of
Yeah,
watching it as much as, like a bad movie that feels painful to watch. This was not that. This was
sure.
like, all right, this is just literally all big swings. Every swing is for the fence. There is no contact whatsoever. Any men are left on base, no matter what. But
Yeah.
it's, I don't know. Like I don't hate it. I think like the cappuccino run is silly and stupid, and it kind of feels almost woke for 1991 to be like, yeah, my character really likes fancy coffee. That's
Yeah,
his
like
thing.
tiny Italian coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, because goddamn boomers still are talking about like that's the fucking what's his name? It's coffee. You got any coffee flavored coffee? You know that
Oh
Yeah,
that
yeah.
yeah,
shit.
It's a this
Dennis
Dennis Leary.
Leary.
You
yeah,
Yeah,
got
this
any
is
coffee
anti-Dennis Leary
flavored
film.
coffee? Oh god.
And I
That shit's
really, I really did like. I thought David Caruso was fun. I really liked
yeah.
Kit Kat as a character because every time he was doing something weird and it cut to him like dressed like Andy McDowell walking behind her in the same way, I was like, well, that's. I don't know why that's happening, but this is an enjoyable moment.
These are kinds of humor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
that's what Bruce Willis found funny at that given time.
Yeah.
Right, totally. Yeah.
He's like, this is hilarious.
That's a
And
good
and
Bruce
and
Willis.
yeah, in kind of a Sandler-y sort of way too. It's like, how do we make a movie where we get to go to all these places that I want to go?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
how
they
do I get
did.
a
Because
free
it's
trip?
fucking shot in Rome. Like it's Rome. It's not, it's not
Right.
sound stages. It's yeah. So yeah, it's a five.
All
Alec.
right.
I'm gonna give it just better than a five. I'm gonna give it a six.
Okay.
All
Like,
right.
it's not great, but so many movies we've seen like this. Not that there are any movies like this,
I was gonna
but
say,
so
what
many
movie is
movies
like
like
this?
of this ilk just do not move and just drag and just stop too long on shit that is boring and
True.
doesn't matter. And this movie is like all gas, no brakes. Like they cannot wait to move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
I could see this being like Bruce Willis is getting bored. Should be like, all right, you know what? We've done enough shit with this thing. Now let's move on to the next scene. Oh, no, let's do this.
That is what
Fuck
it
New York.
feels
Let's go
like.
to Italy now. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you told me they shot this like in order based on how Bruce Willis was feeling that day. I would not be shocked in the
Yeah.
least.
No, I would fully believe that. It feels like that.
Yeah. I'll give it a six. Like it's not quite just a five, but it's not good. But I mean, I've watched hour 40-minute movies that have felt like 5-hour movies, and
True.
this is not that.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Uh, TJ.
It's me. I don't know, man. A three.
All
Like
right.
I here's the thing. I don't know. It's either a three or a five or a zero. I don't know. Here's my biggest takeaway. I agree with both you guys. At least the movie doesn't drag, and at least it's interesting at times. But the biggest problem that I have is that it's a comedy that's not funny. Like I never laughed. I was more confused than laughing. It's like it's like if you ever met a guy like maybe a coworker that thinks they're real funny and they tell you a joke and you're just looking at them like, the fuck was that? Like that ain't funny. That's how I felt this whole movie. This is like that guy that's like, hey, you got to watch this video, and you watch it and you're like, the hell is this? Like I just I don't like
Yes, like those videos I send you.
no, I love your videos. You're hilarious. What are you talking about? Now, one time I had this guy I used to work with, and he was annoying as shit. And I remember one time he's like, "You got to watch this YouTube video. It's so funny." And it was just racist. It was just like the Dukes of Hazzard, but they were doing like they were like Chinese Dukes of Hazzard, and they were just like doing all the Asian stereotypes. And I was just like, he's like, "This is hilarious." I was like, "No, it isn't. Like this isn't funny. It's just racism." Like he's like, "Oh, you don't get it." I was like, I'm pretty sure I get it, buddy. I'm pretty sure. Anyway,
I'm from
I
Carroll
just
County. I get
yeah,
it.
yeah, I get racism, trust me. But yeah, it was rough. And again, like I do appreciate how weird the movie is because I just but I was just left bewildered and confused and scared a little bit. Like I don't know. It was not for me. Um yeah, I don't know. It's Hudson Hawk for you.
The movie is
Um
kind of if that meme where the guy is yelling in the girl's ear, that the meme where
Yeah.
he's like telling her whatever, and
Sure.
if that's just Bruce Willis to the audience, it's kind of that meme.
I would love to like I don't know if like what is Bruce like this to me is a window into what Bruce Willis is like on a personal level, like candid Bruce Willis, and like that's terrifying to me. Like if this is his personality and this is what he finds comical, like I yeah, I don't know, man. Um I have picks if I
I
can
have a
go
couple
on.
ideas too.
All right, well, I'll throw my two out. I have two because one I don't think I'm going to be able to find.
Okay.
It's a Frank Stallone film called The Legend of the Rollerblade 7.
Damn.
It's a post-apocalyptic rollerblade martial arts film. It sounds amazing. And they made a sequel called The Return of the Rollerblade 7. Um, but then my other pick was Danny Aiello. He's in The Stuff, which is a real fun, gross out horror movie. But I really want to watch The Legend of the Rollerblades 7. It
Nice.
sounds absolutely amazing. What did you have on
I was
the
gonna go
docket?
with Richard E. Grant is in The Player,
That's a
which
good
is
movie.
a good Altman movie with a lot of actors in it, so there's a
That
lot of
is a good
potential.
movie.
And then David Caruso is in Twins,
It's also a
so
good movie.
He's also
he's
in
also in
Jade.
Jade, which would be the other option to go with. Yeah,
I don't know. I'll let the room pick. I really want to watch the
I think
Rollerblade
Alex should
7.
pick. Alex
Yeah,
Alex heard the offerings. Alex chooses.
Um, Jeez. Nate's offerings seem
or real movies.
like real movies and intelligent, but also there's potential for boredom.
That's
Fair.
The
true.
Rollerblade 7 does not sound boring,
No.
although it could be.
And it's starring Frank Stallone.
Well, I guess we'll start with Rollerblade 7, and if you can't find that, we'll go to
That's fair.
uh
That's fair.
what was the first one you said, Nate? The Player?
The Player, yeah.
Wow, I'm
Yeah.
surprised you didn't pick Twins.
Um oh, like the Danny DeVito twins?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah,
I
we'll
thought
do
you
that.
Yeah, I thought you'd pick
I don't
Twins.
remember David Caruso being in Twins.
I
I
think
just remember this is my first t-shirt. That's all I remember.
Wikipedia said that he's in it, so
That's fine.
we
That's
can
close
we can
enough.
double check it.
We've done that before. Remember, I picked the Sentinel because that one guy was an extra in the background. Thank you, Google. But all right, well, that's the thing. Next week we might watch the Rollerblade 7. If I can't find that, we'll watch Twins.
Oh,
But
yeah,
just for
David Caruso.
funzos,
David Caruso plays Al Greco.
what a
Yeah,
name.
there you go.
But yeah, and yeah, we'll just tune in next week and you'll find out what we watched. I'm really hoping you got to see the poster for this Rollerblade 7 movie.
Is that what it's called? Rollerblade 7?
It's called The Legend of the Rollerblade 7. It came out in 1992 and it's an hour and 30 minutes long. It
Oh,
has
it's like it's his follow-up to this film.
it has
92.
it's yeah, it looks
In
crazy.
a post-apocalyptic world where rollerblading is the chief means of travel, the evil pharaoh sends his minions outside the wheel zone to abduct a psychic. The psychic has been trained in the way of the samurai, but has shunned her training to become a passive. Once abducted, her brother joins forces with many others to try and rescue her, but they face many challenges from the dark side.
How do you not want to watch
God
that?
damn.
It sounds incredible.
Frank Stallone, Cara Black.
Joe Estevez,
Joe
Right.
Estevez.
who
Estevez.
maybe is related to the other ones.
I
don't
would
know.
assume.
He looks just like Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's like another one who didn't change his name.
Oh boy. All right. Well, fingers crossed I can find it. I don't know. It seems like it might be a needle in a haystack, but I will do my best. And either way, I'll put Twins on the Plex because I love that movie.
Hell yeah.
All right, everybody.
It's
That's
got
the
a-
show.
It's got a 2 on
A 2 on IMDb. I saw that.
2 out of 10 with 440 reviews. God damn. Directed by Donald G. Jackson.
I still think we watched Prayer for the Roller Boys on the show. I think it's funny that like in the early 90s, rollerblading was like a sci-fi rollerblading was its own subgenre.
Did you look at this director's filmography?
No.
I'm sorry. Just hold on a moment. Let me get
Oh.
to his
I'm looking at. Oh, this dude made Hell Comes to Frogtown. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Hell
That'll
comes
This could be good then.
He made like 5 sequels to Hell Comes to Frogtown. I had no idea.
He's
Return to
made
Frogtown, Toad
Ro-
Warrior.
Roller Gator,
Guns of El
Return of the
Chupacabra.
Rollerblade 7. So this movie has a sequel.
It has a sequel. He
It
also
has the
made
Rollerblade
another.
7. Wait, there's three of. Wait, hold on.
There's another movie that's just called Rollerblade.
There's one called Rollerblade Warriors. So he's got the Rollerblade 7. That's the one. This one, right?
That's this one, yeah.
Then there's one that came out the year after called Legend of the Rollerblade 7. And there's another one the year after called Return of the Rollerblade 7. So it's a
Hell
trilogy.
yeah. Wait. So wait, you're right. There's the Rollerblade 7, then there's the Legend of Roller. So which one is the one that I'm looking for, I guess? Which is the one with
You're looking for the Rollerblade 7. I
the
think that's the
Rollerblade
first.
7? Okay. All right, thank God. Let me make sure this is the one
Yeah.
with Frank Stallone in
So the
it.
Rollerblades. Oh, no, I think it's. Unless he's in.
Yeah, no. Frank Stallone is in the Rollerblade 7. That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, on
Oh my
Wikipedia, all of them link
But he
to the
also
same
made.
page. So
He also made Rollerblade Warriors, Rollerblade, Roller Gator. Like this dude's obsessed with rollerblades.
This guy fucking loves rollerblades.
I mean, this is a case of like, look, I spent $100 on these rollerblades. We're making as many movies as we can use them in.
Guns of El Chupacabra.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Guns of El Chupacabra 2, Crimes of the Chupacabra. This dude gets on like benders about certain things.
Dude, this guy rocks.
Max Hell Frog Warrior.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
another sequel to Escape what is it called? Frogtown. Hell
Mhm.
Comes to Frogtown. He made like 5 Frogtown movies.
Yeah,
I've
he made
only
like 5 Chupacabra movies too, and then he made like 5 rollerblade. Like this dude is
Oh
he's got
man.
like a one-track mind.
I cannot wait to watch this. All right, guys, we're in for a treat. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna find this. If I have to go buy this DVD and burn it to my hard drive, I'm going to get this fucking movie. I'm gonna have to like find a VHS and figure out how to rip it onto my computer. All right,
You
everybody.
had to do that for something else, didn't you?
Maybe. Yeah, probably. I've had to do some horrible things for the show. All right, everybody. That's the show. Stay warm. It's gross out there. Winter sucks. And we'll see you next week. Shine up those rollerblades.
Yeah, that's right. Polish them up. Get your elbow pads ready.
Do people still rollerblade? Is that a thing still? I don't know.
Sometimes I've
Yeah.
seen people do it from time to time.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get around town.
Yeah, well, apparently in the future it's the only way.
Which in the future it's like all sand everywhere, so I don't even that doesn't even make sense.
It sounds
Well, that's
very
like
Rollerblade
what was
through
that Mel
desert.
Brooks movie with the kids that are on the rollerblading team? Same thing.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Shit, yeah, I can't think of it
Solar
either.
Babies.
Solar Babies. Yes, that's another
Yeah.
rollerblading movie. Hell
Didn't we
yeah.
watch that one?
Sean brings
Or
it up all the time. I
I
don't know
think
if we
we
ever.
watched that because didn't it have
No, we watched Prayer for the Roller Boys, which is another rollerblading
I think
movie.
we watched Solar Babies too.
I don't know. I know Sean and I bring it up on the show constantly because it was one of those shows that was always on HBO. Like they showed that movie all the time in like the early 90s.
Yeah, we
Oh,
definitely watched Solar Babies because it has Jamie Gertz in it, and I remember that.
the Rollerblade 7 is entirely for free on YouTube. Perfect.
Oh hell yeah, that means I can watch it at 2 times speed
You
too.
can, but you wouldn't. Do you really want to miss a minute of?
Yes.
Oh, this one of the actors in the movie, the lead actor, he's got a YouTube channel and he uploads all these movies, and
I wonder if the lead actor is also like the director.
he's only got 9,000 subscribers.
But he's doing the Lord's work, so good for him.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, everybody. Sorry, we're done. We keep talking, but we're done. Oh my God, this is I'm sorry. I feel like I've stumbled upon gold here. I can't wait to watch this. All right, everybody. See you later.
Bye.